Learning English can sometimes feel overwhelming. You study vocabulary, memorize grammar rules, and practice speaking, but still, the language feels distant. What if the real key to learning English isn't just textbooks or classes, but real moments that touch your heart? Moments that connect you with people in unexpected ways. Today, I want to tell you a simple but powerful story about a small encounter in an elevator, where a little boy's words made me feel like a hero, and taught me a lot more about language than any lesson ever could. If you love stories that help you learn English naturally, don't forget to subscribe to Reeling. Every week, I share real-life stories that bring English alive. It was an ordinary weekday morning. I had been rushing between meetings and felt tired and distracted. I stepped into an elevator of a tall office building. Inside, besides me, were a few other people, including a small boy, holding tightly to his mother's hand. The elevator doors slid shut, and a quiet humming began as we ascended. Everyone was silent, lost in their own thoughts, when suddenly, the boy turned to me with bright, curious eyes. He looked up and said, "You're my hero." At first, I was confused. I smiled awkwardly and said, "Me? Really?" He nodded confidently and replied, "Yes. You helped me today." I looked around, wondering if he was talking to someone else. But no, he was looking right at me. Then I remembered. Earlier that day, I had been walking in the park near my hotel. The boy had been playing nearby, and when his favorite toy fell under a bench, I instinctively reached down and picked it up for him. It was such a small thing, but to him, it meant everything. The elevator stopped at his floor. Before stepping out, he waved at me and said softly, "Thank you, hero." That moment stayed with me for days. Why? Because it was real connection, simple kindness spoken in English. It wasn't a phrase from a textbook, but something genuine, something that made learning English meaningful. After that day, I found myself practicing new phrases in English. "You're my hero." "Thank you so much." "I really appreciate it." I repeated them, imagining I was speaking directly to the little boy again. That made the language come alive. Suddenly, it wasn't just words on a page, it was part of a real story, a real moment. Here's what you can learn from this story: English is not only grammar or vocabulary. It's about communication and connection. When you hear or say something that touches your heart, you remember it better. You want to use it again and again. So next time you learn a new English phrase, think about the story behind it. Imagine who you could say it to and why. That will make your English much stronger. Now, I want you to try something. Imagine a moment when someone calls you their hero. What would you say back in English? Write your answer in the comments. I'm excited to see what you come up with. If you want more stories like this, to learn English the natural way, please subscribe to Reeling. Real stories, real people, real English, waiting just for you. Remember, every English learner has their own hero moment. Yours might be closer than you think. Keep listening, keep practicing, and one day, someone might call you their hero, too.